know how she normally votes, but she was very outspoken on this issue. She does not want AI data centers in our community, and I think most of us here feel the same way. So I am an NPA candidate running for Escambia County District 4. I would love to have your vote, but I am a Pensacola native. I am very concerned about the future of this community, and I know what the past of our community has looked like. And the history of industry in Escambia County can be summed up as one of extraction. Almost every industry that has found profit here has done so at the expense of the residents, it has done so at the expense of the environment, and it has done so in service of a select few who reap the profits and leave the rest of us to deal with the aftermath. If you look at the fishing industry, the lumber industry, you look at all the industries that have polluted the waterways from Bio Chico to Escambia Bay and everything in between, it is a history of extraction. And so that is what we are fighting for here. We do not want Silicon Valley billionaires to send their data centers into our community to ruin our water, to ruin our air, to ruin the light pollution and sound pollution, and to leave us with the damage. And we have seen what happens in communities across this country where they have let data centers in. We have seen in Georgia where they have lost water pressure in their wells because the data centers serving Microsoft AI have siphoned it off without even being metered. They're stealing the water and leaving regular families without water pressure in their homes. We've seen what's happening in Nevada and California, where thousands and tens and thousands of citizens are being told, you're not going to have the power that you used to have because that company is going to give that power to a data center that needs it. So,
shame.
For shame, absolutely. And for what? For jobs?
No.
No. If there's one thing we know about jobs, if we know one thing we know about AI, it's not about jobs. They want to take jobs away. It is about reducing the workforce. So I'm all in favor of economic development, but the point of economic development is to create jobs for people in our community. And that is not what is going to happen with an AI data center. It's going to be a handful of people who are there to just, maintain the servers. Otherwise, it's going to be a big, hot building full of servers where all that money is going to NVIDIA and other companies. When these data centers come in, they talk about a big price tag, and they're going to say, don't you want this many millions of dollars of investment in your community? That money doesn't come here. A little bit comes to whoever owns the land and whoever builds the big box of a building, but most of the money in the price tag of a data center goes to the servers, goes to companies like NVIDIA. It will not benefit our community. So we need to say no to it.
No. No.
So another thing I want to just say is I'm not a Luddite. I don't think anyone here is. When I'm not running for office, my job is to build websites. I understand that we need to have servers, but what we've seen in the last few years with the advent of AI is unsustainable. We have seen the usage of power and water to these data centers triple in just a few years. By the end of this decade, it will take up probably 10% or more of our entire grid. And so what's going to happen is that all of us throughout Florida, throughout the country, we're already seeing it in Virginia where power rates have gone up 200% in just a few years. We are all going to be paying a higher premium for the same power that we use today. Think about a 50 megawatt data center. A megawatt is about 1,000 homes worth of power. So a 50 megawatt data center is the equivalent of the entire city of Pensacola, essentially. That's how much power it uses, just so that people like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk can sell AI to do useless stuff that we did just fine without 5 years ago. So we need to come together. We need to say this is not the kind of development we want in Escambia County. These are not the jobs we want in Escambia County. We can do better. We need better for the people of Escambia County. Power to the people. Say no to data centers in Escambia County.